This is a series of videos of rail operations relating to making steel on the River City and Western layout, specifically for the American Steel Corporation, ASC, which is located in River City and has to be supplied with raw materials and have also intra-plant operations. We'll start with the iron ore train to bring iron ore to the blast furnace. Here we're picking up the empty cars from the blast furnace high rail or dump at the furnace. Now the road engine has picked up the train of empties going to the iron mine, and with dispatcher's approval is headed across a portion of the eastern subdivision of the River City and Western to Iron Hill Mine. Here the train is coming into the nearest town to the mine, which is Roundup, where it will make the transfer to the loaded train going back. The inbound empties stop just short of the crossover track between the passing and main tracks, leaving the caboose on the passing track. At this point, the road engine is taken off and run back down past its train, all the way past the crossover on the main. Okay, we're pulling the loads out of the mine onto the main and coming down alongside the empties on the main track. All right, at this point, the local switcher will unhook, run down across past the crossover, pull back through the crossover, and now the road engine can back through the switches to the loaded train on the main. And pull forward past the crossover with the last car. All of this is in Roundup. And the switcher will go down to pick up the caboose on the passing track where it was left. Pull it back past the crossover. Drop through the crossover. And put the caboose on the outbound loads, at which point the outbound, once it's cleared by the dispatcher, can proceed back to River City, and the switcher can proceed to push the empties into Iron Hill Mine. So here is the loaded train headed back to River City, leaving Roundup. And the switcher pushing the empties into the yard at Iron Hill. At this point, switcher's job is done, and the inbound loads are on their way to River City. The ore train comes into the yard on the east yard lead, crosses over to track 7, road engine goes into the engine house, and the local switcher shoves the loads into the 4-car tracks. The Hewlett unloader, which can be used to unload an ore boat at the dock and place loads of coal to ore into the two empty ore cars on the track below. And the last part of the string is cars going onto the blast furnace high line to be dumped into the ore pockets below, which feed the conveyor to the top of the furnace. The switcher is an Aliquippa and Southern paint job in honor of the fact that I did some work at one time in my life in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania.